Now in today's video I'm going to do a last question mark challenge, and it's going to be a pretty big one, and the reason for that is because it's probably going to be the last time we get to use the white Red Bull in a video. I'm expecting the new patch update to drop next week, so that will probably mean the end of the white Red Bull as we go back to the original one in the next update, along with of course the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and all the remaining updates. So I thought, you know what, let's give the white Bull one more, race and see how we can do. So yeah, today we're going to do a last of first around Interlagos, of course, this weekend's race at Brazil. Very much looking forward to it, our first race here since 2019, and I can't wait to see how fast we can go in the Red Bull. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the action. Hopefully you guys like the sound of that. If you do, leave a like, subscribe for more, and yeah, let's get the action underway. So with the track selected for one more time, let's have a look at the lovely white Red Bull and drink it in, because it's probably the last time we're going to see it. And I'm sure on PC some people might make it like a mod so that we can use it again, but for you guys on console, this is going to be it. So one last twirl as we look at the Red Bull, and yeah, we're going to jump into the action then. So let's go ahead and select the Red Bull. For this one, we're going to go for Sergio Perez. Why not? Again, I used him I think in the Imola last the first. We'll go for Sergio again, seeing as he had a pretty decent race last time in Mexico. And to go with that, we're going to just quickly run through all the settings. So assists, everything off. Format is going to be a single session so that we can get a little bit of practice in just before we hop in. A one-shot quali, so I'll start from the back. And we're going to go for a 25% race. I'm going to try and get from last to first in 25%, which is going to be difficult, but we'll try and give it a shot. Clear weather for this one as well to make it even harder, so we don't kind of, make the most of the wet conditions, and we just do it all in the dry. Realistic start time, perfect accuracy on the weather forecast. Corner cutting limits on strict. And then we're going to have 110 AI, we're going to have car damage on sim as well, and fuel mode on hard. So there we go, there's a lot, we're ready to go, so let's jump into the action.
Welcome to Sao Paulo, which has been host to Formula One races since 1973. Sit back and relax for what's going to be a fantastic Brazilian Grand Prix. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junção into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. And I'm delighted, as always, to introduce Anthony Davidson, who'll be taking you through all the action alongside me today. Why don't we kick off by discussing Max Verstappen?
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? So we're in for an exciting start then, I'm sure, and then they'll all start to settle down a bit and try and find a rhythm as they plan the next phase of the Grand Prix. It's important to know when to push and when to hold back so as not to overcook those tyres early on.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Norris, Daniel Ricciardo and Leclerc, Sainz, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon, Vettel, Tsunoda, Lance Stroll and Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Russell, Mick Schumacher and Nicholas Latifi, Mazepin and Sergio Perez completes our grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Right, let's do this then. So on the grid, P20, last place. You guys know the drill by now. First of all, let's quickly review the strategy. So for this one, we're going to start the medium. The soft tyres, definitely the better race tyre, so you want to be saving that for the end. We're going to cut the medium stint a bit short. We'll do 8 to 9 laps on the medium. We'll try and do 50%, if not more, on the softs. Fuel load, I'm going to go for... I'll go for a lap more, I think. I'm going to be a bit aggressive there and run maybe just a lap extra. Now, you guys know the drill. Leave a like, subscribe for more, and let's get the action underway. Right, let's do this. Looks like we're the only car in medium as the lights are on here at Interlagos. And we're underway. Not a bad start, but not great. Then again, it is an uphill start, which is quite hard usually to get a good launch on mediums. Up the inside over Latifi here, but we're on the inside curb, which is not ideal. Massive pin on our right. We're going to get past him for now. So we're up to P19. 1 place gained. Let's see what happens on the run down to turn 4. The AI usually will cost themselves time as we have a look here. Good exit. Can I have a look at Latifi? There's going to be a massive pile up here into this hairpin coming up, so there's going to be an opportunity for us to have a little look and make a move. We're going to go nice and safe. We'll get 2 cars for now. Latifi and Schumacher around the outside. Lovely stuff. Maybe one more here in the form of Giovinazzi. Maybe not. Didn't quite commit enough there. This medium's taking a bit of a while to fire up. They feel very much on the edge. Now I have saved most of my battery for this right here, the run out the final corner and up the hill. Let's see what kind of straight line speed we've got in this Red Bull. Here we go. On the inside of Giovinazzi, we're going to get that one done. We're going to get the run on Russell as well, who's out of energy. Can we have a look? Around the outside we go on the medium. Do we have that kind of grip inside for turn 2? Yes, come on. Lovely move. P15. So far, decent start. Both Williams, both Haas dispatched. 1 Alpha, 1 to go, which is right in front of us. And then we start to creep into the midfield a little bit. So let's see how it goes. For now though, decent start. Let's try and keep that momentum going. Nice and close through the middle sector. Setup's working well. As I say that, we have a bit of a tank slabber, but still the exit's pretty decent. You can see the speed we've got on the straight. I'm running pretty low wings because I'm expecting to overtake in this race. So I've kind of planned for that. Here we go then, side by side with the Iceman.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Kimi tries to hang on the inside, but we're just going to go the long way around and get that one done beautifully. And we'll now get DRS on Yuki Tsunoda. So P14, and now DRS comes into play. Verstappen still leading up front, both Mercs hot on his tail, and then it's both McLarens, I believe. So that midfield battle will get spicy as we have a bit of a moment there. Let's try and get Yuki now. You can tell we've arrived at the midfield because progress is just a bit more difficult to make now. I'm looking at the mini-map, I can see the front 3 really pulling away, but we're going to try and get Tsunoda here around the outside. Set up his long wings, but it's still very good in the slow corners. I think it's a modified Canada setup if I'm not mistaken, but it's working pretty well. So we get Tsunoda, Stroll's next up on the list. And then it's both Alpines, who were battling on this lap earlier on. But look at the minimap. Verstappen and the Mercs really starting to put some daylight between themselves and the competition. Here we go. I'm going to keep the battery engaged as we get the run on Stroll here. Do I go for a little send?
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Straight through up the inside, bit of contact as Stroll tries to turn in, but you couldn't stop me.
Copy.
So the team is saying pit lap 9 for softs. We can respect that as long as Max pits on lap 8. Now we've got to chase 2 battling Alpines as Alonso has re-overtaken Ocon. Let's try and close them with these guys. To be fair, we may even be able to get both of them here if I get the exit right, which I don't really now, but we are close enough to Ocon here. Here we go. DRS open on the Frenchman. He tries to squeeze us, but we're through. And now we can set up Alonso into turn 4. Oh, we lock on there. Ocon catching onto my right rear for some reason. We're going to get through, but that's going to stop me from passing Alonso here, which is not what I had in mind, which is a bit of a shame. Let's see, I don't think I'm close enough. I'm out of battery as well, to be fair. I've not really noticed that I've used up all my deployment. So we're going to try and make these overtakes with limited battery as we approach the top 10. Pretty close to Fernando here. Do I fancy this? Not quite. Not really close enough there to go for that kind of move. Let's see though, battle for P9 at the moment between Seb, Fernando and myself. Now, let's see what happens in terms of the pit stops. If Max doesn't pit, I will.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
And we'll try and get an undercut cooking and see what we can do. So let's see, will Max pit? No, he doesn't, he stays out. Right, this is our cue. Let's pit. I've saved up some battery, so we should charge up the rest now, hopefully. We're going to box for softs and go aggressive on this undercut. Let's see if it pays off. Lovely stuff. Decent pit entry on the speed limit. We need a nice quick stop now, hopefully, from the Red Bull mechanics.
Complete, go now.
2.5, standard, we'll take that. Could have done a bit better, but this outlap is going to be crucial, so we've got to give it everything we've got. So this pit exit has to also be on point. Here we go.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Oh, the aggression there. As close as possible to the wall as we drift our way out of the pit exit. Bit of a brush of the wall there, but we should be fine.
Weather shouldn't play a factor today. We're expecting it to remain dry throughout. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
I meant to ask for this.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
There we go, so no damage. We're good to go. Now we're cruising up to Mazepin here, so don't really want to waste any time stuck behind him, so we'll go ahead and just walk around the outside here. We've got loads more grip and downforce. Here we go then. This is the lap that AI should start to hit. So this is important to make some progress. We're closing up to some traffic as well, which is not ideal. Hopefully most of it gets out of the way. We're also on an absolute flyer right now. 1.2 seconds up on my personal best. This should be our fastest lap. We're going to drain the battery because it could be crucial. All the cars get out of the way in pit, so that's going to clear the track for us. 1 minute 8.6, not quite fastest lap. But let's see, cars leaving the pit exit right now. This is going to be close. Bit of a snap there as we leave, but look at this. We're ahead of Sainz, we're ahead of Gasly, and we're just behind Ricciardo. So we've jumped so many cars. That undercut has worked out beautifully. Sainz trying to fight back with the RS, but he doesn't get close enough. Let's try and get within a second of Danny Rick here. But I don't know where we are anymore, but I think we've gained a bunch of places though in that pit stop phase, and there's more to come this lap. And there we go, Russell pits along with the remaining cars. It's going to be close with Lando and Leclerc here. Let's keep our eyes on this. Need to nail the first two corners again here. Important because we are racing on the exit. We've got Leclerc. I think Lando's on the hard tyre, but we've got Leclerc just about, although he is going to open DRS actually, but he doesn't go for the move. So we're behind both Maccas right now. So that is a lot of progress being made. We've got ourselves right into this midfield battle. If we can clear the McLarens, after that it's just the two Mercedes and Max up ahead. But the gap is quite large, so P4 might be the best we can do today. I'm just setting up the move here on Lando, getting close into turn 1. Using up the battery. I want to be right on the back of him here as we leave turn 2. This is it. This is what I want. Oh, Lando moves across. I'm out of battery, so we're running out of juice. Oh my god, Lando, stop moving like that. That is a risky, risky move. We have a bit of contact on the right front end plate. Any damage?
Tyre condition is still looking good.
No, that's good to know. That was close. Lando wiggling everywhere. Up the inside. Oh god, that's contact. Warning for track limits as we commit down the inside. But we're through. Little dive bomb there. Lando tried to stop it by turning in, but no way through. Let's get Ricciardo now, ASAP, on this same lap, and then we can race after the Mercedes. And we'll try to catch them, even though I don't think we're going to have the tyres for it. We'll give it a shot and see how it goes. Out the front corner, we're just going to drain the battery to get past Ricciardo here. Here we go, wait for the DRS. Now. Come on. Have we got anything left in the tank? Completely out of battery here. Up the inside. Lovely move. Ricciardo defends, but to no avail. We're through. P4, baby. Let's go. Can we catch Bottas? Let's see. Well, we've hit a bit of a brick wall here with the pace. Unfortunately, with no battery, it's hard to make the difference versus the AI. We are catching Bottas, but it's not by much. About 3 to 4 tenths per lap. So unless a meteor hits this racetrack right now, I don't think we're going to get a podium this race, but still, we're on for P4. And there we go then, last lap. Verstappen will win it. Is that going to be a preview of this weekend? Who knows? If that is the case, that is huge for the championship. Hamilton P2, limiting the damage as always. Bottas P3, and we're going to come home as P4 as Sergio Perez. But there we go, 25% last to first. We're finishing P4, we'll take that.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
We've witnessed some great battles around the historic curves of Interlagos today, and they've taken a fantastic win. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Job done. Decent race, and Verstappen wins it. There's the top 4, and Max with the fastest lap. Elsewhere, Ricciardo P5, best of the rest, ahead of Leclerc and Sainz. Gasly P8, Vettel P9, and Alonso scores the final point in P10. Ocon misses out along with Tsunoda, Raikkonen, Lando on a 2-stop. Possible front wing damage when we passed him, and the contact at that time. Giovinazzi P15 ahead of Russell, Schumacher, Latifi, and then Stroll as well. I think may have had wing damage along with Mazepin, who knows, but Stroll way down in P19. But there you go, there's your race. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, if you like, smash the like button. Let's try and smash over 1,000 likes on this one for the final time, seeing the white ball on F1 2021. Subscribe for more. I'm going to do more last to first. I'll try and do one for the last race in Abu Dhabi. I'll try and do one for like Qatar and, you know, Saudi Arabia and all that kind of stuff. So do get subscribed for those videos. And as always, guys, a big shout out goes to the channel members for supporting the content. Finally, check out the 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them already. But that is it from me, and I'll see all of you in the next one.